Today on the channel, we're back to the DC multiverse with McFarlane Toys, Red Hood, and Nightwing.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another DC Multiverse unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got Red Hood and we've got Nightwing. But for all your McFarlane toy needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. And of course, anything over $39 does ship free. And that's exactly what I did right here. As you know, McFarlane Toys, there is a lot of deals to be had. And right now, as I'm filming this video, I think both of these guys are under $10 at Entertainment Earth right now, and that is shipped, as they do have free shipping for the Black Friday weekend. As I'm filming this, most of you guys, unless you're a Patreon member, will probably be seeing this down the way. But you can find deals on the McFarlane Toys, as we do know. And one thing about McFarlane Toys, I don't know if that's a good business practice on them. You know, you can say the same thing about me. I'm pumping out so many videos all the time. They're pumping out so many figures all the time. I think some things are missed in translation, and people saying, I can't afford all these, or hey, I don't have time to watch all the videos. It definitely correlates together. But one thing about McFarlane Toys that's maybe different than my videos is they're here to make money on their figures. And I think, unfortunately, there's a smart part of their fan base, a smart part of the collectors that have been trained to say, yes, I'm going to pick this up, but I'm going to wait for clearance. And it reminds me of an old business. Let me put the old business hat. This is one of the first business lessons I ever learned as a 16-year-old kid, assistant frozen food manager at a grocery store. Oh, what a time to be alive that was. And there was a frozen pizza company, and they actually have made a comeback since then. But back in the mid-90s or so, it was called Bernatello's, and I believe they were out of St. Louis at the time, probably still are. And they came to the market, and you know, Jack's, Tombstone, those were the heavy hitters in the frozen pizza categories. DiGiorno, another big one. They came together and said, you know what, we're coming into the market, we need space. And what did they do? They charged $1 for their pizzas. Yes, $1. Now this was like a Jack's style pizza, thin crust, a real good one. It was pretty good, especially for $1. But $1 was super cheap. And what they wanted to do was buy their way in, get some market share, things like that. So that's what they did. They were here, and they've went for like a year and a half, 2 years at $1 a pizza. Tons of 10 for 10 sales. If you compared them to Totino's and other favorites, I mean, you got so much bang for your buck in that dollar compared to Totino's, which I never turned down a Totino's pizza. But that's what they did. And then, you know, after 2 years, they said, okay, we've got space in the stores. We've got our word out. People have tried us. They know it. We're going to go up. We're going up to $2.50. And what happened? Nobody bought Bernatello's anymore, and they slowly ended up leaving the market because they trained the consumers for so long that, hey, you can get this on a hot discounted deal. And when you try to go up to your normal, what your everyday pricing was, nobody was paying it, and shortly they were out of the market. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen to the DC Universe figures, but they've had so many deals over and over. Entertainment Earth, for example, Black Friday weekend, I got 10 different McFarlane figures for $70 shipped. Yeah, that's under $10 a figure. So they're training the consumer base, I guess the action figure collector, to say, hey, I can wait, especially in these inflation times. I can wait, and I got to get a deal, and that's what you can do. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, but there it is. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I'm going to start off with a little Red Hood. I had a different Red Hood in my collection, but I really like the looks of this one. And under $10, man, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. So there's a little Red Hood right there looking good. A little light in the accessory department, it looks like. And I guess we'll investigate when we get him out of the package here. On the side, he is a Gotham Knight. Oh, the Gotham Knights. There it is. And on this side, a little window box letting the light in. And on the back, no blur. We do got a cross cell. We do get a little glamour shot action. Nothing too exciting there. It's all the excitement's on the back of the card, as we know. And can I get him out? I should probably cut him out if I can find my handy-dandy razor blade. And there it is. Bust him out of the package. Oh, gotta get this out too. Come on. Come on. See you later. Goodbye. All right, see what's going on with this card. See what's going on with this stand. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Up high. There it goes. We do get a DC stand. We've seen them a million times, but I do always appreciate a stand with my figures. You guys know that. Then we get the old Red Hood card, the old Gotham Knights. So I'm throwing it around. Interesting, it looks to be the action figure on the card. They go back and forth from artwork and the action figure, which is always interesting. Real name, Jason Todd. Jason Todd is an intense and volatile anti-hero, and all stems from dying a violent death. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. And then being forcibly resurrected by one of Batman's most dangerous foes. He has trouble keeping his temper in check, but he will not hesitate to step in the line of fire when a friend is threatened. Red Hood wants crime to pay because Gotham City is built on a foundation of corruption, and he's been on the receiving end of it far too often. Jason is trained to reach the peak of human strength, and he's proficient in multiple combat techniques, with all manner of weapons, both traditional and high-tech. After reconciling with the Batman family, he has embraced Batman's non-lethal combat methods. Well, that's disappointing. Come on, put him the old finisher. Give him the old Mortal Kombat finisher. There he is in the plastic prison, looking pretty good. And I'm going to cut him out. There it is. All right, we get two hands. We get 2 extra hands, which we don't always get with McFarlane. A lot of times we get weapons and we don't get extra hands, but this is a different case here. And there goes. See you later. Goodbye. And off to the races we are. Okay, so we do get 2. Very strange. Now, we do know Warner Brothers, which does own the DC properties, they are not allowing Todd McFarlane to put weapons and guns specifically with these figures. So Red Hood really missing some of action here. So I guess the workaround was we're not going to give him any weapons, but we will get him 2 pointer finger hands like he's shooting a gun. So instead of a real gun, he could just do one of these. Like an old cowboy when you're a kid. Pew, 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 pew. He could do the old pew, pew hand. So not for me, really, but I do have some guns. Of course, we did get the ammunition pack for McFarlane. Say what you want about McFarlane's business practices. I just did at the top of this video. One thing I will give him a ton of credit for in thinking outside of the box was those ammunition packs. And we've got ammunition pack part 2 coming sooner than later. But to work around saying, hey, these might be Red Hood's pistols, but it doesn't say that. And I'll show them with Spawn figures, but you put 2 and 2 together, you can use these. It's a way to get the weapons, kind of a back way to do it. And I do appreciate things like that. So I do got a weapon here, and I will put the, oh my gosh, maybe I won't put it in his hand. His hand is so tight. Oh my gosh, the tightest hand of all time is what that is. So I'm going to have to really work on that. Might even have to get a little heat to that one. Oh my gosh, that is tight. But I do have a couple of pistols, and I guess I'm only going to be able to use one on him anyways because he does come with a Fist of Fury on this side. So that's a little disappointing. I would have liked 2 open hands. You never hear me screaming, I don't want a fist. I think this is the first on the channel where I said, I'd rather not have a fist. But here we are. But this Red Hood does look good, especially compared to the other Red Hood. I like how beefy it is, bigger it is, more menacing is how this one looks. Of course, the arms do go all the way around. Got a little bit of butterfly action. Double jointed elbows. You do get the hands that are removable. Very rare for McFarlane, but we do get some removable hands here. Got the trigger finger up and down, of course, or trigger hand, I should say. You do get a little bit of hula hoop waist. You can do the splits pretty good, actually, for a Red Hood. You do get double jointed knees, very tight, and then you get the ankles back and forth, side to side. A little bit of that ball down there, which I do hate, and then you get the McFarlane toe articulation. A little bit of looseness in this left arm over here, just a little bit, not terrible. But it does look really good. He does have the Batman logo on his vest. I do like the brown against the gray and the black color. That really does make that pop out. And then, of course, the red mask. The red looks really, really good here. An all-around good figure. And like I said, for under $10, man, I'm a buyer all day long for this guy right here. Does he fit on the DC McFarlane stand? Of course he does. He was made for it. It came with him. He better. So there it is. I'm going to have to do some work to get that pistol in his hand, though. His hand's a little bit small for that. And I guess the other one, instead of a fist, I'm going to give him the old pew-pew hand. That's what I'm going to do with Red Hood. And now we turn our attention over here. We turn our attention to Nightwing. And I'm not really familiar. This looks like Joker Nightwing. Was he possessed by the devil? Is this a chase? I'm not really sure, but under $10, it was cool enough. I picked it up. So there it is, but there you got Nightwing right there, looking interesting. I believe there is a regular Nightwing with a normal head on this. It even shows him on the back of the package. So I don't know, but there it is. There's Nightwing on the side, and then on the back, instead of a picture of the figure, you get a little bit artwork going on there. And then, of course, cross-sell down below, no blurb, anything like that. Let's get Nightwing out of the package, see what he's up to. He's up to no good, apparently, because he's been possessed by the devil. Who knows? See you later, goodbye. I'm making a mess today, making a mess. See you later, goodbye. Uh-oh, the stand didn't want to come out with that, so stand gonna be separate. Rookie. Oh, no rookie there. See you later. Got it out perfectly. Bam, see you later, Spider-Man style. And then you get another stand that we are accustomed to. We do get the card. Let's see what it says about Nightwing. Source Nightwing #1, 2011. Dick Grayson, 5'10", 175 pounds. Just a little guy, just a little guy. Dick Grayson began his crime-fighting career as the original Robin, Batman's protege and crime-fighting partner. An expert acrobat and skilled fighter, Dick eventually left the nest and ventured on his own as a new hero called Nightwing. His childhood experiences as a circus acrobat and trapeze artist make him extremely agile. He is a superior fighter and a highly skilled martial artist, has been personally trained by Batman. Nightwing is a keen detective, a natural leader, and a strategist with advanced knowledge of a variety of technologies. So good to see him making something of himself. Good for him. But this one, a little bit different. It's a little bit more possessed, a little bit more Joker action to him. And he's got twist ties all around him. He's locked and loaded like a young Rob Halford, circa 2004, let's call it. But I'm going to get him unlocked here, hopefully. Uh-oh, very tight down here on the hand. Gotta always be careful with these twist ties of McFarlane. You never know when a hand might break off. You guys know how that goes on the channel. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh my gosh, that foot was tied in there. Whew, that was a battle. That was a battle. See you later. Oh, off the screen. Watch out. Didn't get the flight I was hoping it would, but we do got it out now. So let's see what's going on with this Nightwing. He does come with 2 weapons. He's got 2 kind of billy club sticks going on. And like I said, I believe this is a possessed Nightwing because he definitely looks like the Joker more than Dick Grayson for sure. But it does look good. Looks like Robin's hair with Joker's face is what that looks like. So it does look good. Arms do go all the way around. Got a little butterfly action, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, hands back and forth. This is a little bit of that old McFarlane articulation. As you can see the big ball in the hand, and you see the ball at the ankle, which I absolutely hate. It does take away from the sculpt, takes away from the figure for me at least. So we do have that. He does got the hula hoop at the waist, then a traditional waist. He can do a little bit of splits action, and then you get double jointed knees, you get ankles back and forth, and you get the McFarlane toe articulation on this one. He does got the big old black suit going on with the Nightwing logo in red, a little bit red down there around the shins, and then red around the arms and the shoulders. I do like the back here where you can store these batons, so if you don't want him holding them, you can plug those into his back like so, and that does look really, really good. Not terrible, not the greatest thing, but for under $10, I think I want to say I paid like $6.99 or $7.99 for this. You really can't complain too much about that. That's a very, very cheap action figure, especially one that was supposed to be $20 or more at the time. It does work out. And really, I've trained myself, like we talked about in this video, most McFarlane toys, unless it's something I really, really want, I'm playing the long game. I'm getting a deal on clearance. That's the way I'm doing it. It'll be interesting how that works out because I hear more collectors every single day kind of saying, well, I'll just wait for the clearance. I'll wait for the sale. Heck, deep discount website, deepdiscount.com, whatever it is. They had the... what was it? The Suicide Squad box set with the big King Shark for like $23 for like 6 figures and that giant King Shark. I mean, absolutely out of control deals going on. So McFarlane, he's pumping stuff out. He's got great relationships with his factory. He's got crazy shipping lanes. He's getting it done. It just might be a little too much if stuff is dropping that cheap. I mean, what's he paying for these figures in the first place makes you wonder on that. But this Nightwing, not the greatest thing ever, but for under $10, a lot like Red Hood, I'm here for it. It makes sense to me. He does fit on the stand. So there you go. But what are your guys' thoughts? What do you think about Red Hood? What do you think about Nightwing? You pick these up? You never noticed they were even around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. You made it this far. Always helps the channel. Give it the old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got new videos every single day and then some. And even more content over on the Patreon. You're truly your best way to support the channel. You get extra content, bonus content, Q&As, pizza reviews, giveaways. You name it, a lot going on the Patreon, and best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 is where you're going to find me on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Red Hood and Nightwing, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.